Bitcoin hoodie guy coming back with another Kaspa video. Hodl, hodl steady, my lads. So you can see that Kaspa is still hanging in there, number 2 in the 24-hour mining revenue generated for proof of work. Price action a little over 10 cents. Every time that it goes under 10 cents, it gets gobbled up pretty quick. Down there, it wasn't there very long for 7.5 cents or whatever. So these 5 times or whatever, maybe 6 times as this went under 10 cents, it gets gobbled up pretty quickly. Yeah, overall, the market, Bitcoin's just under 42K. I don't know how much of that is the Grayscale. Some of the, Grayscale is selling some of theirs. People are selling out of Grayscale, moving into some of the other, the iShares, Bitcoin Trust, Fidelity, some of those ones because they have lower fees. So you can see right here, and I don't know how up to date. I think it's fairly up to date. I know Grayscale, I thought they had like 640,000 Bitcoin. BlackRock's up to 28,000. Fidelity up to 25,000 Bitcoin. So, when you look here, this is like an overall macro thing for crypto, and it all ties together with Kaspa because hash rate's looking good for Kaspa. Check out the addresses real quick. But I mean, how long before you can see Tesla's got over 10,000 Bitcoin? I know SpaceX, they don't have to report it because they're private. They have some Bitcoin. Musk has some Bitcoin. I think Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, has it. So when you look at a lot of those companies like Apple, cash reserves, 162 billion, 13 firms hoard 1 billion in cash. You look at that and you just think that, are some of those guys going to put a little bit into Bitcoin now with the accounting rules? It'll change in December, and now that you can have the ETFs. Apple's got 166 billion cash, Alphabet 149 billion, Microsoft 121, United Health 92 billion, 69 billion ExxonMobil, Amazon 66 billion, Pfizer 60 billion, General Electric 60 billion, Meta 60 billion, Chevron 56 billion. And when more liquidity flows in, addresses are down a little bit. So there's been a little bit of a purge because we were up to 351. Still just 11 humpbacks. So just kind of hard to imagine that some of these corporations are going to start putting Bitcoin on their balance sheet. And when they have, $1 trillion collectively between the top 13, if they just put 5% in there, that could make a difference to the overall crypto market. Right here on Reddit, someone said bull run narrative. Right here, I believe that during the peak bull run or even before, the mass majority of people in crypto will complain about transaction fees and speed of transactions for Ethereum and Bitcoin. The fees for BTC will be around $100 and Ethereum around $300 to $500 for small transactions, not counting it taking 2 hours to send to a different wallet. This is where Kaspa goons will emerge. More light will be shined onto Kaspa at that point. 2025, Kaspa will definitely be 10 blocks per Ceph at mainnet. So that'd be big if it's 10 blocks. This person, God, if I hear trilemma again, I'm going to kill myself. Maybe that's why it said so much. At this rate, the development, I don't think we'll reach any milestone by the next bull run. So let me know what you think. Do you think it'll be 10 blocks per second? Do you think maybe the more noise towards smart contracts coming? What's interesting, and now Coinbase has a lot of money to work with, obviously, where a lot of these other layer 2s, their token is helping them generate money for development. But it shows that like Coinbase doesn't have their own token on the layer 2, and maybe with SEC and stuff, they never will. But it just shows that they're based, the base blockchain, that layer 2 has $400 million TVL, and they have a lot of action and meme coins and stuff, and they have no token. So that's just kind of interesting. Samson Mao was talking about how history books were right about how GBTC bled away their entire lead because they didn't lower fees. Amazing that we can see that in real time. So just got to be patient. I'm holding steady, and if the price dips down more, maybe I'll add some more, but I feel pretty good about my bags and just being patient for this bull run, and also trying to be diligent in when I'm going to take profits. Um, you're going to see a lot of stuff on, Reddit and more YouTubers. The higher the price goes, the higher the price target moves. The goalposts for what people want kind of moves up. So right now, Bitcoin, if people are like, yeah, maybe Bitcoin gets up to 150, 200,000, 100,000. Obviously, you can see people talking about $1 million or whatever. But once Bitcoin does get to 200,000, people are going to talk about Bitcoin going to $5 million. So, yeah, you just got to, do your due diligence, have a plan, stick to that plan, try to take the emotions out. And right now, when the market crashes down, it's all scary, but that's the time to buy. And then here later this year or next year, when everyone's getting super greedy and your aunt and your uncle are asking you about Bitcoin or Kaspa or whatever, that's time to sell. So, hodl steady, my friends. It's going to be bullish times. You just got to let this unfold. It's like a running back in the American football and the NFL. Sometimes they just got to let the blockers block and let the holes emerge. So sometimes you see that patient running back will let everything fall into place, and then they'll have a good run. So we just got to be patient here and let this bull market unfold and kind of keep a level head. So as soon as we have hear a sniff of smart contracts, the price will shoot up. I agree, plug up smart contracts. And at this point, I would say that realistically, that you're not going to have a lot of action. Even if Kaspa did get smart contracts on this bull market, you're looking at like it'd be at the end of the bull market. And hey, man, that could be good. Or it just needs, like Pug Up's talking about here, you just need a whiff of it. But I do think that if you look at this, buybitcoinworldwide.com, / treasuries, you can see they keep a fairly accurate list of public companies that own Bitcoin and stuff, and most of these MicroStrategy, obviously Marathon Digital. So a lot of these are mining, Coinbase. And that's just the ones that I think Coinbase personally holds, not the ones that's holding on behalf of customers. Tesla, I mean, eventually I think you'll see Apple and Google and other corporations and, foreign corporations, more foreign corporations that aren't Bitcoin related on here, especially with the accounting rules in the United States that will be changing where they can claim the fair value of it. And so for their balance sheet. And so with those accounting rule changes, and the spot ETF, I think you're going to see more corporations coming in here. And, for big companies like that, just to take and have, 10,000 Bitcoin is not a very big position when they have $160 billion and or $50 billion and they just get, 5, 10, maybe 20,000 Bitcoin. So I think it's interesting times. That'll tie into Kaspa because the higher Bitcoin goes, the more room it's going to give other altcoins to run. And, developments like 10 blocks per second. And if there's even, rumblings or just a chance that there's going to be smart contracts. So you just got to keep a level head, figure out what your plan is and when you might want to have your exit strategy, because we want to get that in place now so that when Kaspa shoots up to $1, $2, $3, you're not looking at the YouTuber saying it's going to $10 and you just never take profit. So let's keep a level head. Enjoy this bull run, my friends. Let's stay bullish. Thanks for watching and have a good day.